Hey Conjurers, it's your girl Coco Alexa here with your weekly reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you this week. Spirit, we call upon you graciously with love and light and for the greater good of all involved. With all involved, Spirit, we call upon you graciously. What is it that we need to know about this week? It's a new moon on Friday. What energy we need to use and tap into with that new moon? Just love and light. For the greater good of all involved. Good of all involved. All right, let's see. All right. So, the latest message that I'm getting is that now that some decisions are made and now that you have a plan or now that you have an idea of what you want to do, it's time to put things into motion. It's time um, to you use the energy. They're saying use the energy of Aries season to propel yourself forward. Okay, it's really important now. They're saying no more you wishy-washy, no more you indecisive, like you decided like this is what I'm going to do. And they're saying now it's just time to put action behind the plan. Okay, there are going to be blessings that are going to come from that, and implementing this plan will benefit you greatly. Okay, the Sun card jumped out here, and with that Sun card we're getting the Emperor, Queen of Staffs, and the Star card. So again, implementing that plan after making that decision with that Emperor card. You know, the Emperor says like, this is what I'm doing, this is what's going to happen, and now we're moving forward. And when the Queen of Wands is that action, that passion even. So you might even find yourself finding a new passion in something, you know, some old passion. So they're saying that, you know, pour into that. They're saying pour into that. Use that fiery energy, that passionate energy to pour into these new projects, new ideas, and these plans. And it feels like this plan is something that you've been wanting to do for a long time. The time is now. The time is definitely now. Okay. Time is definitely now. Moving on to the cards that I pulled, we're getting the Eight of Coins. Something might be changing around your work or how you're working. You might be trying to figure out how you can work smarter and not harder. Or you might even need to just take a break from work, just to take a couple of steps back, just so that you can kind of rest, regroup a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm hearing very, very loudly. So you might need to regroup just a bit, just to take some steps back so you can say, okay, what is it that I need to do? Because for some people who didn't have a plan, you might be really unorganized right now. And it's very important for you to get organized so that you can see things through, okay? They're saying that, you know, you're very much aligned. They're saying you're very much aligned, but without the organization, you're not going to be able to see your own alignment. And that might pose as a problem later on. You know how sometimes we get really confused? And you're just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Right? Like, you might get confused if you don't get organized. All right? So make sure that, you know, you're kind of, it's interesting that the Seven of Swords came out, because I feel like it's like, okay, you know what you need to do, and it's like just kind of picking these things up along the way. And it's like I have all of the things, I got all of the ideas up here, but I may not know how to implement them, and that might become, again, very unorganized here. So I'm hearing Spirit say that, take these new ideas, you're getting the Page of Coins, take these new ideas, take these plans, organize them. Eight of Staffs with the Wheel of Fortune. Organize them so that that it can make sense. Like, just so that it can make sense. All right, I am hearing too the other side of the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Swords and Five of Staffs. You might need to remove yourself from any chaotic energy or energy that just isn't resonating with you. If you're feeling like some shady shit is coming from somebody, pay attention to that. I'm also hearing Spirit say that these new ideas and this plan and stuff, you might want to just keep it to yourself or keep it to trusted people. You don't want to be going on all the time, oh yeah, I'm about to do this, and I'm about to do this, and I'm about to do this with complete strangers or people that you know that you can't really trust that well. So keep that in mind. All right, you don't want to find yourself, sharing these ideas and sharing these things just for somebody to try to execute them before you do, okay? It will be really important for you to ask for help. That's going to be a major one. Six of Coins. If you are one who doesn't like to ask for help, that's going to be your challenge. You're going to have to ask for help. You just will. And you can try to solve the problem on your own, but that will just be redundant and pointless. Ask for help. There is no point for you to learn new skills. I'm hearing that as well. There's no point of you learning new skills. If you don't know how to do something, you need to ask somebody who knows how to do it so that you're not wasting time. All right? I'm also hearing closed mouths don't get fed. I say that a lot. Closed mouths don't get fed. Okay, do you need to get some advice? Do you need to see a financial advisor? Do you need to talk to a counselor? Do you need to talk to a therapist? Do you need to talk to a lawyer? Do you need to talk to an accountant? Do you need to talk to your spiritual advisor? Do you need to talk to an elder? Who do you need help from? What advice do you need? What guidance do you need? What information do you need? Instead of trying to figure out, I'm just going to figure it out. I'm going to read the books. I'm going to watch the videos. That might not be enough. You might need to go directly to the horse's mouth. All right? That's going to be important. That's going to be important for you to know how to move accordingly. Like, it just makes sense. Like, it just makes sense. I'm hearing Spirit say that they're trying to make sure that you're not doing things redundantly. You're not doing things that don't make sense, and then you have to go back and redo it. It's just a waste of time for you to do that. Now, if you already did it, then so be it, but they just don't want you to have to do that. They do not want you to have to do that. Now, when it comes to matters of the heart, I'm hearing Spirit say, we're kind of shifting into a love reading a little bit. When it comes to matters of the heart, right? I'm hearing Spirit say that you might be wishing and hoping for new partnerships, new connections, and things of that nature. But how can you allow that newness in if your heart is so closed up? How are you going to allow that newness to come in? Some of you are hopeless romantics. It's like you believe in love, but you're just like, I don't think that's going to be for me. Well, why not? Why won't it be for you? Why won't it? Why can't you have that? Why can't you have it? Why isn't it for you too? Why isn't it for you too? Because you can't see it? Because there's no prospects quite yet? What is it? I'm hearing Spirit say that you have to allow yourself to open your heart. Okay, that's going to be very important. Some of you are so overwhelmed in what happened in the past and mistakes that you made, maybe even things that you might have allowed. Just the relationship just wasn't all that great for you. But I'm hearing Spirit say that we're on some whole new shit, okay? We on some whole new shit. This some whole new shit. I'm hearing Spirit say that for those of you who were told to keep yourself to yourself, it might be time to open yourself up a little bit. Open that heart up, okay? You've learned a lot. You can go out there. They're saying you can go out there. Go ahead, little baby. Go ahead. It's okay. You've learned so much. You've learned a lot. So you need to kind of test what you've learned to see if, are you attracted to the same things? Will you be able to recognize those red flags? I'm hearing that as well. Too focused on the past. You need to leave the past behind. Some of you are so deep in reflection on what happened in the past and what did I do wrong and how could I let that happen and all of these things where it's like, well, it's two people. It's two people in the connection, all right? It's not just you. I'm saying it's not just you, okay? You have to stay grounded in your emotion now. I'm hearing Spirit say that as well. You need to stay grounded in your emotion, okay? You need to look to the future when it comes to love and connection and relationships, friendships even as well. It's okay. They're saying it's okay. Look towards the future. What are you looking forward to in these new connections, in these new relationships? What are you looking forward to? Okay. I'm also hearing too that you need to be practicing self-love. All right. It is getting warmer. Did you go? Did you go to the spa? Did you get that dead winter skin off your body? Go get you a body scrub. Go get you a facial. Go get you a massage. Get a pedicure. Get them dry, crusty feet together. Get that winter skin off you. I'm hearing Spirit say, it's important for you to make sure that you love on yourself. Okay, love on yourself. Love on yourself. It's important. It's important. We're getting the Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups says, I take care of me, boo. I take care of me and the ability to be able to do that, the ability to be able to love oneself in that way, it allows you to be able to receive love in a whole different way. Whole different experience, okay? So I'm hearing Spirit say that, as much as they're saying, as much as we want to keep ourselves to ourselves, it might be time. And if this doesn't resonate, then that's fine. If you feel like, nope, I'm keeping myself to myself still, that's fine. But if you're feeling like, you know what, no, I think it is time for me to get out there. I think it is time for me to see what's going on. It's getting warmer, okay? Bought me some cute clothes. Thighs out. I'm talking to you, fellas. They're saying that, it's important. It's important. It's important. It is important now. And again, it's not even just about romantic love. It's also about friendship as well. So new friends, new connections. We did so much letting go. We did so much walking away. Like, now it's time to open ourselves up to these new relationships. Okay, these new connections. You never know what those connections have for you. Okay. Some of you need to stop overthinking this, putting yourself out there in the world. If you know that it's time to shift gears and it's time to put yourself out there in whatever way that may need to be, you need to do it, okay? The time is now. They're saying, we know that you've been inside, you've been keeping yourself to yourself, but it is time to let go of whatever these fears, whatever lack of confidence, low self-esteem, all of that. You need to move on from that. You need to let that go, and it's time. They're saying it's time. It's time to share yourself with the world. It's time to share that message. It's time for you to stand out. Okay, so however you feel like, oh, well, I'm different, and I'm, people won't resonate with me because of whatever that is, you need to let that go now, and you need to put yourself out there. Okay, it's time to let that go. I don't know who that's for, but I am getting hot even just talking about it. You need to let that go. That's how you're going to connect with your audience. So maybe you're a content creator, maybe you're an artist, maybe you are an entrepreneur, but you really need to be putting yourself out there and stop overthinking it. Just do you. Just do you. That's it. That's it. Just show up as your authentic self. That's all that matters. That's why it was so important for you to do the work that you did, so that you can know who the fuck you are. Okay, it's important for you to show up authentically through this, okay, and not be afraid. They're saying not be afraid of that. You didn't do all of that shadow work. You didn't, learn about yourself just for you to keep yourself to yourself. No, you have something that the world needs to experience, and you have something that the world needs to see. Okay, it's just that important. Okay, we're getting the Magician card. They're saying that, you need to be using your magic, you need to be using your tools. All right, I'm hearing that as well. No more of this, oh, I don't know what to do. You do know what to do, and you need to do it now. Okay, this is some whole next level shit. We're getting the Fool, we're getting the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Staves. This is no overthinking. We're not overthinking anymore. We're not talking down on our ideas. We're not putting new ideas on the shelf. We're not doing that anymore. All right, it's time to move on and move forward and do what we know we need to do so that we can get to where we want to get to. Point blank, period. That is the reading for this week. Please tune in next week to the live Shmoney Mondays on YouTube at Coco Alexa. My book is open for April, so if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that as well. Just click the link. Peace, everyone. Have a good week.